Hi, this is Stephanie from Keeper of the Home. Welcome to the second part of the Cook More Real Food event, where we are learning how to cook more real food and save money while we're at it. And today we are going to get into our freezers. We're going to clean them out. We're going to figure out what on earth is buried in there. And we're going to write it all down, take a really good inventory of it so that we know what we need to use up. And we're going to do a little bit of cleaning and organizing while we're in there. So let's get started. So here we are. Here's my humble fridge and freezer. There's a I love you mother from my daughter. And there's my weekly schedule. There's my meal plan. And now it's time to open the beast. Okay, that's enough. Alright, just kidding. We're gonna do this. Yes, we are gonna do this. So, first things first, I'm going to empty out this mess, and I'm gonna put it all on my counter, and then I'm gonna show you what I've got in here. Okay, my freezer has now been completely emptied, so I'm going to take some cleaner. I'm gonna spray everything in there and just let it sit for a few minutes before I wipe it out. In the meantime, let me show you some of the stuff I found. This is very entertaining. This is my ice cream maker. I found, I still have this bag of tomatoes that I froze whole. It says meatballs, but it's not meatballs, it's tomatoes from my garden last summer. I also found these are getting really freezer burnt, but these are blanched turnips, diced turnips from my garden last summer. I've got frozen cream cheese. I think this is applesauce. These are things like onion peels and ends of carrots and celery for putting in soup stock. But here's one thing that I need to do. I've got this bag of it full, and then I've got this bigger bag with just a little bit. So I'm gonna amalgamate those two bags and sort of cut that down. I have this. This is a bag of mystery meat, bone, something. I have no idea what it is. So this is going in the garbage. I discovered this is pizza sauce, which is great. So that's important for me to write down because I can use that for a meal. I found a bunch of extra barbecue rib sauce. This is really good. So I guess we're gonna have crock-pot ribs one night. I discovered these. Oh, it's probably to tell what frozen stuff is, but these are just like 1.5 tortillas that are left, and they look really sad. So I am all for using up food, but these aren't really usable, so they're going. Goodbye. And I've got, an empty bag. There we go. Here's something else that I can do while I'm in there. This is a box of turkey sausages, but there's really not that much left in here. So I'm going to put these in a smaller bag and get this big hulking box out of my freezer. And I discovered that I have 3 different bags of frozen bananas going on, so I'm going to combine all of those bags. So that's a little bit of a peek into my process, and as I go through all of this, I have a freezer inventory, just like I had this is my pantry inventory that I showed you on Tuesday. So now I've got a freezer inventory. This is also from List Planet. And I'm going to write down all the different meat. I'm going to show you my deep freeze in a few minutes. Any kind of produce, so that would be like my turnips and my tomatoes that I still have. Any meals, like I've got a bag of meatballs, and I've got that pizza sauce, breads, what else, treats, and miscellaneous. So I'm just going to start going through all of this and making some notes about what I have. And here's my after shot of my upstairs freezer. Everything's a little bit neater. I took everything out and wiped it all out. It's nice and clean. I pitched a few things that truly needed to go, and much as I love to use everything up, sometimes there are things that just need to be thrown out. I combined some things together into one bag when there were 2 or 3 bags. That was unnecessary, and you can see it's just a lot tidier in there now. And in addition to my nice tidy freezer, I've also begun working on my inventory. I made sure that I wrote everything down really carefully before I put it all back. There's some fruit as well. So now I am off to my deep freeze. I'll see you down there. Hi, it's a little bit dark, but I'm now down in my garage going to check out my deep freeze. And no, I'm not going to show you my garage. We're packing and planning for a garage sale, and it's really messy in here. But I am going to show you my deep freeze, and I'm not planning to clean it out. I'm basically just planning to take inventory of it and maybe reorganize and tidy it a little bit. If you want to take this opportunity to actually clean out your deep freeze properly, it would be a great chance to do it. For me, it's just not a high priority right now. I'll probably wait until I finish up the side of beef that I have in there, and then when I'm ready to refill with beef, then I'll probably go through and clean up my freezer. So at this point, I'm just going to take an inventory. I will let you know that up until this point, so far I've spent about a half an hour, maybe just over a half an hour, and that includes my film time. So I'm doing pretty good. My upstairs freezer is already inventoried, cleaned out, reorganized, and now I'm just going to inventory this, and it shouldn't take me long. Okay, here she is. This is my lovely upright freezer. If you ever get a chance to score an upright freezer, I would do so. They are amazing. I love mine. So, you can see that in the top I've got a bunch of, I've got some ground beef up there. I have some other cuts of meat, some jars, milk, chicken, butter. This is the remainder of my fruit from last summer. It's almost gone, but that's okay because it's almost summertime again. And then I've got more beef and bones down there. And let's hold this door open with my foot. And then just a few things in my door. So this shouldn't take me too long. If you have a chest freezer, it will take you a little bit longer, but I'm going to go back to my inventory and finish this off. Okay, my deep freeze is finished. It only took me 5 minutes. That's because I wasn't cleaning it, and you saw that it was fairly organized and tidy already. It's not too stuffed full right now. So all I did was I completed the rest of this inventory. My inventory is completely done now. I know everything that's in both of my freezers. I want you to remember at this point, don't get sidetracked by the organizing and the cleaning part of the pantry and the freezer challenge, because that's really not what it's about. It's a good chance to do that. It makes our food more easily accessible when it's organized and when everything's tidy. But the point of this is that we know what we have. Once we know what we have, it's a lot easier to meal plan. We're going to be able to look at this inventory and at the pantry inventory, and we're going to do a really quick fridge inventory as well next week. And once we have those available to us, we can look at these lists and we can say, wow, I see that I have that. I could use that in this meal. Or that's something that I've had for a long time and I really should use it up because I don't want to waste it. And when we're able to make our meal plans doing that, a couple of things happen. One is that we waste less food. The other is that we don't need to go out and buy as much next month. And when we do that, then we can save a little bit. And I hope that some of you are using this as an opportunity to try not to shop as much in June so that you can save up some money to start making some bulk purchases of really great whole natural foods. And ultimately that's going to be a thing that will really help your grocery budget. Buying in bulk has been huge for me and is one of the main reasons why I can buy as much of the good food that I buy on such a small budget. So there you go, our freezer challenge is done. Once you're done that, you're done for the week, and next week we will get right on to the meal planning. I'll see you later. Thanks for joining me.